What's going on, guys? And we are back with another video. It's been a long time since I've done a match video, man. You get me? International break, FA Cup weekend, 3 weeks away, but we're back. You know what I'm saying? Up the shirt repping always. Man United against Leeds, Monday night football. Just when you thought, yeah, football's back this weekend, we don't play until Monday. But yeah, game back at Old Trafford. Our last home game was against Aston Villa, where we won 3-1. Our last official game was against Bournemouth, the game which I was at, and we ended up drawing. And Leeds, this is a game that we should be winning. I mean, no game in the Premier League is easy. This game will be challenging because Leeds are fighting for their lives. You know, they're fighting to stay up. They can be a good team under Daniel Farker, you know what I'm saying? They got some decent individual players, you know, Calvert-Lewin being one of them. He's a player I kind of rate highly, man. You know, ever since he was at Everton, you know, I'll never forget that lockdown Calvert-Lewin. The guy was moving like Lewandowski, you get me? And he scored a lot of goals this season for Leeds. And actually, before he went to Leeds, I said that I wouldn't mind him at Man United because there were small links over there. People laughed at him, but I said, yo, as a backup, I wouldn't mind him. And look at him now, scoring goals at Leeds, and he's coming off the back of playing for England as well. So he's one player we need to look out for. And with no Maguire in this game, it's going to be interesting to see how we handle him. You know, the centre-back partnership's likely to be Yoro and Martinez. Those two are not really known for being good in the air. They're not known for their height. So, yeah, he's one player we need to deal with. They're probably going to sit back and be defensive. So I actually think this might be the game for Sesko because Leeds are going to play with a low block. They're going to be hard to beat. They're going to be disciplined defensively. And you can imagine we're going to be putting a lot of crosses in. And in that case, you want Sesko to be in the box. You know, under Carrick, his preferred front three has been Cornard and Bumo, Ahmad. But against a team like Leeds that's going to sit back and be defensive, there's not going to be space in behind for Mbumo to run in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's probably going to be a game where we're going to put loads of crosses in, trying to break Leeds down. So this could be the game for Sesko, and I would start him, but we're going to have to see what happens. There's been talk for a couple of days now that we're 3 wins away from getting Champions League football. And yeah, man, we need 3 wins from 7. I'm looking at 5 wins from 7 at least, because I want to stay in that top 4. Like, I do not want to drop out. If we end up finishing 5th, I'll be so disappointed. You know what I'm saying? 3rd looks like it's in our hands. So we just need to win our games, man. I do trust like teams like Liverpool and Chelsea to lose games because they're not having the best of seasons. But besides that, we need to focus on ourselves and win our games. Ideally, we should be looking to win all our home games. You know, we've got Leeds, Brentford, Liverpool, Nottingham Forest. Like, win your games, innit? Like, don't rely on teams below us, like, to be dropping points. I don't want to be scraping, like, for Champions League football, top 4, like, come the end of the season. Let's just win our games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, like, the target is to get 3rd place, and it's in our hands. It looks like it's gonna happen. But with this Man United team, bro, like, you just never know with it. But one thing I would say, we have been consistent under Carrick. We have been winning a lot. So that gives me the confidence that we'll end up finishing third. You know, there's been a lot of news over the days, like transfer news, like players like Tonali, Elliot Anderson, Wharton, Baleba, and you'd like to think once we get Champions League football secured, you know, it's going to be interesting to see like what players like come through, because we're being linked with so many, and I'm actually looking forward to the summer. I think this summer is going to be huge. I think we're going to do big business. I think the club are going to look to challenge for the title next season, but before that, we need to get Champions League football over the line, and let's start that by beating Leeds. You know, the players are on a training camp at the moment in Ireland, and one concern I would have is like, how are the players going to react in this Leeds game? Like, are they going to be sluggish? Are they going to be off of it? Because one thing I've noticed on the Carrick, we don't start games well. You know, first like 10, 15 minutes, like, we're a bit slow. Like, the opposition team tend to have a lot of the ball. They tend to like pass it around us, and then we grow into the game and at the 20th, 30th minute. So Leeds, they've actually played recently in the FA Cup, so it's going to be interesting to see how we start that game. I hope that this training camp like benefits us, innit? I just want to see the players on full smoke, man. I just want to see us win the most of our games between now and the end of the season, and just handle our business and not having to rely on teams below us. So hopefully this training camp can help. You know, Aston Villa just beat Bologna in the Europa League. Emery's probably going to go all out for that. So it's in our hands, man. Top three. We just need to win our games, starting with Leeds. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that's my match preview for the game. Thank you to everybody watching, and I'll catch you on the next video, man. Love.